Hi guys, welcome. It's 18 April, it's still 2011. I'm of course Kevin RotterdaM van der Kooi. With me is still Miko Blizzards, also known as Carmac, the legendary rager. Oh, you even have your name on the back. Your recent performances don't allow you to put thumbs into any direction. Anyway guys, thank you everyone for tuning in again. Of course, it was sort of starting to become a regular thing, you know, like every Monday, 7 p.m. It's starting to become a tradition. People are starting to realize it as well.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
New bashing.
Alright guys, today we don't have that much time because there is a League of Legends show straight away afterwards. Well, normally we make it 10-20 minutes long and we really can't do that, so not gonna waste any more time today. I'm still gonna turn my microphone up a little bit. I think it's better like this. Probably a lot better even. So we don't have that much time, so we're gonna make it short. But we're gonna tell you first what we're gonna do next week. This is the mousepad which we gave away last week with all the autographs from all the players. Show, Moonglade, Tarzan. Well, we already said them several times. There was only one guy who guessed it correctly, right?
As far as I know, yes.
Yeah. I think he contacted me on Belnet. He said like, hey, Rotti, I was the only one who had it. Well, no worries, you're gonna get it. We still have to send everything out. We've been really lazy with that.
Really sloppy. That's how we are. But
we're busy, man.
It will come. It will come. I'm super
Promise.
busy, especially that I'm involved in a super top secret project that you all should love. I cannot talk about it, but I am assuming that when it hits really hard. So
I know. Anyway, guys, what we're gonna do this time is just we're gonna analyze a little bit about what happened in the previous week whatsoever. Then we're gonna of course play some ladder games as always. But first of all, in the start of the show, next week we're gonna do something special for you guys.
Easter special.
It's Easter, so we're gonna make it an Easter special. Most people wouldn't be working over here, but I'm not going back to the Netherlands. I'm sitting fine here in Germany, so I will be here, and Carmac is gonna be here as well. So we decided.
I don't believe in God, so.
Okay. That's not funny, man.
But it's true.
Yeah, okay, but it's not funny.
Yeah, well, I don't believe in God, so I can work on Easter.
Okay, yeah,
Easter Monday.
I can work on Easter too. Anyway, what we're gonna do next week is instead of me coaching Carmac, he's gonna coach me. So he's gonna tell me the strategies I'm gonna play, and I'm gonna play on my main account. So that means that I'm gonna play really good players with really bad strategies of Carmac. So I think that's actually gonna be a hell of a fun episode.
Really good mechanics and awesome strategies. Okay.
No, I don't think your strategies can be all that good, but I think
my timings will not be good. My strategies will be really cool. So
all right, we'll see.
You'll see, guys. Next, actually,
I can already see myself dropping 7 ranks or something like that. I hope I won't end up in Silver League at the end of the show. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be really fun. Next week, Easter special, Carmac telling me what to do, and let's see if I'm gonna cope under pressure. Let's see if I panic or whatsoever. Anyway, that's next week. The week after that, we're gonna have the nice grudge match between Carmac and Joe Miller. Actually, that should be really one-sided. But actually, I don't think it's gonna be all that one-sided. What's up?
Do we have technical difficulties?
No, it works. That's fine. That's
guys, tell us in IRC if it works or doesn't.
No, the stream should work fine. Yeah, don't tell me that because now I'm totally confused. Anyway, we're gonna have the grudge match between Joe Miller, who's actually gonna be coached a little bit. We might even have someone dropping into the show today, slightly unexpected, but he wants to give some. He wants to tell us something on air. So let's see if he's actually gonna do it or not. But you'll find it out soon. But first of all, that's going to be in 2 weeks. Next week's going to be the cool episode when you're going to get coach me. That's going to be fun. But anyway, I was thinking like all week long, like seriously thinking like the last week was really a lot of rage by you. That was, I think, a little bit uncalled for, but I think you know it too. It's all good. No hard feelings, guys. We don't hate each other at all. We love each other. I come even over at this place. His wife makes lovely food for me. Everything is good. But I do... what are you doing here?
What the fuck? Give me your headset, man. Hey, how are you guys doing?
Hey Dennis.
Carmac, it's time to battle. Not for me because you're too bad, but I have Joe up here. He gonna practice together with Ben, the Muslim, and he wanna crash you. What about that?
Well, I'm gonna beat you. He's going down the same way you're going down.
Oh man, seriously, I've seen you playing. It's so bad. I mean, Kevin is trying so hard, but you're so bad. I'm sure you're gonna lose. Joe is, I mean, he's a Counter-Strike player, you know, and still he gonna crash you. I mean, Ben told me he gonna practice one day with him, and then he completely gonna crash you.
Dennis, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. And you're going down first. You're gonna play one-handed. You're going down. And then I'm gonna, this guy is gonna teach me, and then I'm gonna beat you like fair and square, proper, full on,
no
Polish
chance.
rage.
No chance. 2 weeks. Joe is playing against you. We have a small deal here. If you're gonna lose, We have to find a deal for that, but I'm sure we're gonna find that. And then, yeah, you have to do something which I like to see.
If I lose, actually, Joe Miller lost a bet to me when he had to cast Counter-Strike semi-final topless. I'm gonna do one show topless if I lose to Joe.
Oh fuck! Once again, I probably will find a better deal, but for this time, yes, it's a deal, and we can do that. So be prepared.
You're on, man.
Yeah,
you're on.
I know, and you're too. So guys, have fun with the show, and be sure he's gonna lose. This is really, really fucking sure. Have fun.
By the way, apologies for the cussing. He was not invited to the show today, so.
Well, I knew a little bit about these matches. I knew something was coming up. I didn't expect the tone to be so aggressive. What is this? I thought we were all friends. I thought we were a happy company.
I don't know, but Joe Miller, you're going down, and so are your teachers.
All right, so we got that settled out. So now I actually really have to gonna teach you. But anyway,
don't worry.
Guys, a little bit of chit chat before we're gonna play. There was just something I was thinking about all last week. Now we got everything out of the way. We can focus on the main purpose of the show again, me making you better. And I must say, when we started this show, I actually really thought it was going to be a lot easier than it was so far. Yeah, you think it's funny. It made me wonder a few times. I really still think that like the biggest problem is what we discussed last week is that you watch fights instead of controlling them. And I just feel that in general,
that's true. Like
you don't have to spam 300 APM in the start. You don't have to spam your groups. But I do feel that you're just really slow. And I feel that you can only get faster if you really, really play a lot. If you don't really actually try to get faster. But since you don't have time to play all that much, I really wonder, like, what can we do about it? Did you think about it?
Actually, first of all, I played, let's see. Match history since the last show.
No, you played good. That's a nice fair amount.
I
like 40 games.
I played quite a lot, so I usually, when I suck in the show, I go straight home and I try to play as much as possible. I try to grind hardcore. But I think I've actually got some comments from the community saying, hey, there's this tool, there's that tool that you should practice. And I'm definitely going to check something out. And since this show is about getting better in general, not just me getting better, I'm certainly going to share my findings. And basically what I come to, what people read, what I read from the people is that as soon as your strategy gets better, you get better APM automatically. You get quicker. But I'm going to have to put some excuses here. This setup is really, really different. Feels very different from at home. I can't.
Yeah, okay, but even
I can't be as precise as at home. Maybe at home I was slow, but I'm definitely faster at home.
Yeah, but your level is not like really a lot better at home. Even though you two think like you feel like I know that you probably think you play a lot better because it feels a lot better. It feels more accurate, which is true. But at the end of the day, you can play as much as you want at home. You still wouldn't be a Master League player by now. And okay, by giving your time, the amount of time that you have weekly spent. Yeah, suggesting that you would get Master League also fast just by me coaching you a couple of hours, that was a bit unrealistic perhaps. But I do think that somehow you could have been better. And I don't know, I still feel that you should just try to not see it so much in the bigger perspective. Like you overthink stuff and you make it so much harder for yourself. Like just like when you have to force field, like it's really easy. Like you just look at your minimap, you see something coming in at the minimap. It's the first thing you look at, you drop the force field. But I always feel that you panic, as you say, you panic, and you even forget like the simplest things. And you make it sound also hard, but it's really not that hard. Like sure, if you want to play as good as Idra or the Muslim, it's going to be really freaking tough to play this game. But to a decent level, it's really not all that complicated. And I think in your mind I think you make it a lot more complicated than it really is actually.
That may be, but
so try to get into more like a relaxed
yeah, definitely. I mean, something that's really, really important is winding yourself down, not to, I mean, a hyped up state is not good. While playing StarCraft, I've noticed that, because anxiety will make you make mistakes actually.
All right.
So reacting, like taking a Valium or something like that, would be really good for me. By the way, Dennis, you're going down.
Dennis Galen is going down. What I was thinking about is that I really still like, there are a lot of things that I tell you during the show, and I can definitely understand that you can't soak up everything, and that everything I tell you that you would do it straight away. I have the same if I'm playing with players who are better than me, like Cloud and the Muslim, and they tell me bum bum bum. The next time I play, I only do half of it. So it's definitely not only you, but I feel that there are certain things which I said over and over again, which I think are also important, and you're still not doing. Like always, just the Colossi on 2. I know you do it, but you don't do it when it's in a tense situation. Like you do it when you have 2 minutes time to prepare for the fight, which is good. But I want you to see like, Colossi pops out, shift, you put it on 2, and then you shift edit at 1. Like this last week, the game against the Terran was such an easy win. If you would just let your army stand still, attack move, and then just hit Control Group 2 and then press A, Control Group 2, A. It's literally like 5 actions, which is so easy. But you click so much in the fight that you're making it worse than if you wouldn't click at all. And that's really bad.
Well, I was in tilt mode then. I do understand what you're saying, because what you're saying is completely true. There are definitely other examples where I mess up in the same way. So I have no excuse. I think what would be good for me is if I could find some practice maps where these exact skills where I lack, where I can isolate them and practice them in isolation without, because in a 20-minute game or 25-minute game, you waste a lot of time, doing random stuff. Fights and control in fights is what I really could improve. What could really make me a better player. So that is something I could definitely be better at.
I'm just gonna, I heard we have a couple of issues with the premium stream. That is possible. So I'm gonna restart the premium stream, guys. So everyone who is on the premium stream right now, don't panic. You're gonna be gone for a few seconds. The free stream should still be running smoothly though. And then I say, let's jump right into action. But before we do that, I want to say that next week I'm gonna make like a priority list for you, which are like the really, I mean, I'm giving you lots of info, and basically everything I tell you is what I think is important. Otherwise, I wouldn't be telling you. But next week, I'm gonna make like a top 5 priority list, which I really think you should execute every single game. Like so many times, I still see something popping out your minimap. I'm even curious what's over there, and then like, did you not even look at it? It's like unexplainable to me. That's like, you really have to start learning. Like if there's not really going on, actually your eyes should be on the minimap rather instead of the main screen. The main screen is big, but there is not all that much to see. Like you click on the main screen, but you look at the minimap, because the minimap always sees more than you see on the main screen. I think that's something that has to get into your system.
Well, it's not quick enough, but it's getting there. I'm actually beginning to notice drops before they come and stuff like that. I actually played a top 8 platinum Terran player, and he didn't find him that good. So I'm slowly improving. Although Zerg is giving me headaches.
Alright, so I'd say let's hit the ladder battle. I'm gonna restart the premium stream, guys, so I really hope that won't screw up anything. It shouldn't though, so I'll be right back. Oops, here we go. Just gonna, oops, sorry. That wasn't what I was in. So I'm gonna try to restart this one, and then hopefully everything will run smooth. I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's actually going to be better now, because it was in 17 FPS and now it's at 25 FPS. So guys, whisper me on Battle.net as you were doing already, and then let me know if the premium stream is better now, or let me know on ISC, but I think it should be better. Should be good. No. So Carmac already has his first game, so I'm going to switch over to his screen. Oh, that's me. Oh, guys, do you like my beautiful toaster icon? I got it last week. I'm really proud of it. Anyway, Carmac, there we go.
No sound?
You have sound.
I do, okay.
What race are you playing against?
TOS.
Protoss? Okay, so let's just go 3-gate Robo. And just chill, scout it.
I played the weirdest game the other day.
Why?
TOS. Did I? Uh-oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I know.
I got nervous, right? Oh well.
That's okay.
Guys, I'm not tilting.
I'm just gonna ask the community if it's better now. Oops. Nothing? Now for some people it's not working at all, but... And the free stream is still working. Free stream working. Oh, okay. All good, guys. Some people just had to refresh. So Carmac, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about people at home. There are still lots of ways to play Protoss Mirror. For a while, I really was a big fan of the Phoenix play. I really thought this was almost as good as what I get. But then I really realized a couple of weaknesses that they can definitely tech switch. Even when you see a robo, you can still face DTs, and you may not be ready in time. And I also feel that Blink Stalker is quite damn good against Phoenix play, and that was kind of hard to really get the harassment off that you want. So lately, I personally fell really back again on the 3-gate robo expense, even though, or not really, just 3-gate Colossi, and then you could expand. Most of the time you're going to face Blink Stalkers, at least on high level in Protoss Mirror. And I really feel that Blink Stalker is obviously really good, but I still feel that it comes down a little bit to when your opponent makes a mistake, and you can make a good Blink, snipe off a Colossi. But I still feel that if you play absolutely flawless with 3 gates into robotics facility and Colossi, that it's probably the best way to play. So this is why I'm trying to teach Carmac how to do that. And I also think that Blink Stalker is a little bit harder to execute, certainly on a decent level. And I don't really want to make things harder for him than it really is right now. Alright, thanks a lot for all the queries, guys. Making sure that the stream is running fine. Ooh. Don't queue up so much, like you could be making a Stalker right now, and this is also important in Protoss Mirror. Never do that. Make a new pylon as well, you're gonna supply cap yourself soon.
My meditation is over!
Do you have any idea where, if he's still mining gas, what happened to your scouting probe? Did it die?
It left, and then I think it died somewhere along the way.
Okay, doesn't matter. Just make sure that... But it seems red is fine now. I don't think you have anything to worry. You might want to send out a probe right now, just in case that... okay. I don't think he's going to do anything. Just make a small round with your Stalker outside of your base. Don't screw up your build order meanwhile. But just make a small round to see if it can get anything. And I would also say just start taking second gas already, because right now I don't think he's going to 4-gate after he lost his pylon and he lost his probe as well. But you still do want to produce as many gateway units as possible. Like as soon as this is ready, you want to warp in 1 Stalker, 2 Zealot, if you have the money for it. Don't go too far out, because if you would run into a group of Stalkers right now...
that's what I actually do quite often.
Yeah, that's what everyone... I think everyone noticed that for a while. You want to do some scouting, then you run into some Stalkers, they snipe your Stalkers, then they run up your hill and you don't have enough units to defend anymore. So this is as boring as it is in this matchup, even though I don't think it's boring, because I feel it's always very tense, because you always have to be ready for that 4-gate, for whatever comes in. You cannot leave your base right now. The first scouting you're gonna get is with your observer, unless you play Blink Stalkers, of course, because Blink Stalkers are very mobile. And start mining from your second gas.
Oh. Oops. Oopsie daisy.
Like, I feel when you're supply capped already for a few seconds, the first pylon that you build should just be instantly next to your minerals.
Okay.
These 4 or 5 seconds that you lose are going to be 5 seconds more. You're going to be supply capped, and you delay everything, not just your pylon, which you probably need, but you delay upcoming probes. You basically delay everything.
So I'm building the robo thingy, right?
Yes. But your gas is really bad because you started mining so late. That's a little sloppy. So let's see. Be careful. Oh, 4 gates. So just keep warping in a mix between Stalkers and Zealots. Not too many Stalkers, but you cannot have 0 Stalkers either, otherwise he can out micro. Okay, there you go. Fine. Move your Stalkers a little bit. Warp in new units, chrono boost your gateways. Nah, it's a little bit too much. Okay. It's very weird and unusual game.
Time to tap out.
Yeah. Alright, let me just tell you real fast. I did not see the start because I was working on the stream, but your probe should always try to stay as alive as long as possible. If you see he doesn't open up with his zealot, I think it's always worth stealing his gas, because then you basically get confirmation that he's gonna forgate you. In this case, because you started mining your second gas so late, like normally I would have always tell you open stalker, and then zealot, perhaps sentry already, but now you had no gas at all, so I didn't tell you to make a sentry. Well, if you would have had a sentry, you would cut this army in half and he would be absolutely dead. Like this was absolutely a horrible strategy from him. This could never ever work, because normally in this phase of the game the Protoss has one sentry already, but since you were so late on gas, I didn't tell you to make one, because I rather saw you making fast Colossi, because I thought he would do the same thing. But then he kind of forgated you in a really weird way, which would never work if you would have had a good build order. So anyway, let's just ignore this game and go to the next one.
Well, thing is, as I said, I'm a little bit more distracted than usual at home, and I keep forgetting stuff in the build order.
All right.
Because it's around 2021, the second gas.
Yeah, no, that's in Protoss Mirror, that's a little bit optimistic. I would love to get it every game at 21, 22, but then you're basically already making it very tough for you. If your opponent is a good forgater, then you're gonna be in a little bit of trouble already.
So when do I optimally do that?
Well, when you get some good scouting information. This is why scouting is so important.
You mean the second gas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it depends a little bit. Like there's no perfect number for your second gas in Protoss Mirror.
Yeah, but late, early, what does it depend on? I mean, that's what I want to know.
Yeah, it depends on what you see, what you scout with your probe. If you see that he's gonna open up with a zealot, then you have a little bit longer time to see if he's actually gonna take a second gas or not. I often just react to my opponent. If you see that he takes a second gas, then you can take a second gas too. As long as he's on one gas, it's a little bit tougher, and you're gonna wait a little bit longer with it. That's just what it comes down. It's not bad to react to a second gas, cause just because your gas is gonna be 1 or 2 seconds later, that's no problem at all. Anyway, I'm gonna jump over in game.
So I'm playing random, so I wanna wall off, or like kind of wall off,
exactly.
pylon here.
Yeah, this is a little bit annoying when you're playing against random. Even though on this map I wouldn't even say that it's very important, because it's so big that you can still wall off with your second pylon. The only problem is if you would miscout him, and then you would build your second pylon on a different position. But that's okay. Let's see, let's just hope he's Protoss, because then I'm gonna teach you how to forgate. A lot better than that other guy. That was just a really, really bad attack by him. And yeah, if you would have had one sentry, this would have been game over.
Well, if I hit the force field right.
That's not very hard.
It is in my case. Oops.
Okay, he is Protoss, so...
Doing the same thing, pretty much.
Like, while controlling that, like, I don't see why you want to tap back to your base while making those 2 probes. You should have just looked at this probe and meanwhile built the probes. You know what I mean? This is what I told you
Yes.
a lot of times. Make your simulator. Probes. Make a simulator instantly. Oh, cybernetic square, I mean. Yeah. Just build it closer to the...
Here or?
Just build it now. Like, you don't need to wall off against Protoss,
well,
so
I mean,
right now you should have just built it in the bottom of the power supply field, because as I told you several times, like every second really, really matters early on. So there's no sense in building it all the way, the furthest away from your probe as possible. You just want to build it as close as possible.
where's that probe?
In the bottom mini-map. Research warp gate. Make Stalker. You really went on your own rampage with build order this game, but don't really want to stress you, so just relax. It's not all that bad. Just a couple of misused chrono boost. Take a look at the minimap.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Just keep the probe at this Salnaga Watchtower. I think that's fine. Chrono boost your Cyberknight score once if you have energy for it. Start building make like a pylon at the Salnaga Watchtower, because you're gonna attack this game. Whoop. Just make a pylon there. And start walking out with your units.
You require my skills.
After this game I wanna upload the replay, load the replay first to show you a couple of things. GG. Send those stalkers over. Yeah, good. Just wait for the rotation, wipe in 4 stalkers and just run to his base. Go. Wipe in.
Oops.
Okay, go. And you can build one more pylon closer to his base, but just run as soon as you can. Don't waste any second. Every second is really important. Build a pylon now. Yeah, it's perfect. GG already. No, it's fine. Just run closer to him. Why would you give him time to wipe in new units? Don't focus the gateway, always focus units. Force shoot is not important, it doesn't help him. Move the stalkers closer, shoot closer. Well, then tell him to watch my show. He's talking to you, no? Alright. Well, you won and it was pretty smooth, but the build.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, well, I mean, it went smooth because the guy had a bad builder. Anyway, you're gonna upload the replay. You're gonna load the replay, and I'm gonna like talk you through because I didn't really want to stress you too much in the game because you already screwed up like the first part. Just gonna switch over a couple of things which were bad in your build order, and I know that you know that because I told it you a few times.
I mean, 4 gate. What I normally do is 9 pylon, 12 gate, then 15 pylon, around 15, 16 cybernetic score. And then when I see that I have a ton of money, I just pop in, normally pop in 3 gateways.
But the optimal 4 gate is really easy. Like this you still had to do because exactly we were playing against random. From here on, I think you went, like right now you're chrono boosting, you have no probe. This is bad, like really bad.
Yep.
Like this was because you were looking here, and the moment you are clicking with your probe, you're just clicking here. Instead, you could just like press 4 on your keyboard right now, press EE, and still look at your probe. You don't even have to look here. Only time you have to look here is when you hit 75 minerals, then you're gonna warp in the assimilator. So it's a little bit too late as well. But okay, that was really the end. This third chrono boost is already not really good if you want a 4 gate. You want to save your energy.
I know that. I want to save energy for the boosts.
Exactly. What I meant was building the cybernetic score faster. Like we did this because we thought we might be playing against Zerg.
I know exactly what you mean. I do.
Yeah. But okay, but you didn't do it, so I'm just gonna make it clear to the people at home as well. Like just build your cybernetic score over here, because these 3 seconds can make the difference between a 4 stalker warp in or not. And this is why it's always important to save as much time as you can. So just build the warp gate, the cybernetic really over here at the edge, and then send it back straight away to minerals again. Like this is an extremely bad chrono boost.
You know, what I have is I have an automatic habit of boosting my probes always.
Yeah, but that's
I do it without thinking. So
yeah, that's really.
I know it's bad. I know it's not the way it's supposed to, but.
Also, I think if you want a 4 gate, it's not very necessary to open up with the the Zealot, I would rather open up with the Stalker, because then you can deny his scouting probe faster. As you can see now, your Stalker is too late. And normally your Cybernetic Core upgrade should already be done if you would have Chrono Boost faster. So then you don't have to actually just make these Stalkers like the way they are created right now. Because this is just setting you back a little bit, because now you're waiting on it. Now basically you could be warping in units right now. Instead you're gonna wait a little bit longer. The good thing is that you're gonna have 2 sets of units, but these units are still gonna have to walk to the other side of the map. So I would have still rather had the 4 Stalkers over here right now, instead of having them a little bit faster over here. Anyway, that's all small things. I'm just gonna fast forward now a little bit.
One thing that annoys me, basically, is that very often my Zealots, instead of fighting units, focus on buildings. Even though I basically click somewhere far into his base with attack move,
yeah,
still.
but sometimes it's like right click is not always good, but for this, like if you want to dodge a force field, I would just right click in here. Also because I mean if you look at it, you see this, and he had really nothing to fear from. So taking 1 or 2 extra hits right now by using right click is not bad, because your group of Stalkers will instantly snipe these units. And now you're actually wasting a little bit of time. And imagine if you would get this Immortal out and warp in 3 more Stalkers, then it's gonna be 6 Stalkers and an Immortal against this force. You're gonna be really kind of screwed, but you're lucky that he was not very good either. And that's just all those small things that really matter a lot in the long run. Anyway, I think that was fine.
Understood.
Alright, so let's go next game straight away.
On this map, I actually 4-gated a Zerg, destroyed his hatchery, made some damage, did some damage in his home base. Then he just walks up with roaches and kills me.
Roaches are pretty good, Carmac.
I know that.
I keep telling people. I was so sad that Mondragon lost to Cruncher.
I love Mundi.
I love Mundi too. That's why. And I saw the first game yesterday. I had a long day. I was casting Ghost Soccer 2. Then I saw the first game. I was like, "Oh, Mundi, you're so good. That was so awesome." I didn't see the next 3 games. Then I came home at night, like quite late, and I was like, "Oh, that's so sad."
My favorite
Let's cheese
matchup.
him. Let's cheese him. We're gonna cheese him.
Okay.
Carmac is playing against Terran on Selnaga, and you're gonna do just split straight away and make 1 probe. Obviously. Okay, as soon as the first probe mines, you're gonna send it over to the other side already. Exactly. Now this. And no, okay, just keep making probes now, 210. Nothing to worry about. You can wish him good luck and fun.
So what do I do?
Make probes.
Just tell me, please.
Yeah,
Not next step, but
no. Just make the go. Do his base, but left side, left. You look at the minimap. Just click there. It's fine. Just click on the minimap so we can actually see you. You're gonna build a probe. You're gonna there. That's where you're gonna build a pylon.
Here?
Yeah. Just straight away. Keep making probes, and you're gonna build a gateway in his base. But no, wait. You're gonna okay. Just keep making probes. This is a little bit too early. Normally it's a bit better.
Do I come in?
Yeah. This is really early on 8-9, but that's okay. We're gonna just make a gateway. Yeah, he's going for the wall, so he's gonna see it, but it's still not bad. Just keep sending it and just make the gateway when I tell you to. Don't go so far away, because you will instantly want to make the gateway. Why do you send your probe so far away?
I don't want him to see the pylon.
Yeah, he saw it, but he sees your probe enter too ridiculously early, so that's okay. Just keep the probe now here. And right now, as soon as you can make 1 chrono boost on your nexus and keep making probes. This is a cheesy opening, but it's really quite good. Really, you will fall behind, even though it's gonna fail. There are only a few times who really handle this perfectly. So it's quite a solid opening. That's why I want to teach it to you. It's very lame. Make 1 more probe, but just don't chrono boost anything besides your zealots.
Done. Try to build anything?
No, just make probes, and you're gonna build a pylon. You can build 1 pylon in your main base, but just make the zealot as ASAP. That's more important, and chrono boost it instantly. Chrono, and make go to your main base and make 1 pylon. As soon as chrono boost expires, you instantly hit it again. And rally, go chrono boost gateway. And just walk the zealot right now to kill that SUV, and walk it to his main SUV line. Don't let it get too surrounded. Like if he wants to surround you, you're gonna pull it back. Keep chrono boosting. Meanwhile, go to your main base. Chrono your gateway, that's all you have to do. You're doing fine here, you're doing so much damage already. Start wiping a cybernetics core and making a simulator. And now tap back to your gateway and chrono boost it again. Wow, that's actually really smart what he does. That was a freaking brilliant move. I've never seen that. That was actually really good. Kill the marine. He cannot micro it anyway. That was freaking genius. I've never seen a Terran do that. That was really good.
I don't get it.
He was repairing his SCVs with the other SCVs while one marine was shooting at you. It was actually brilliantly because the SCV wasn't dying. Oh, this guy's a genius, man. He could be playing GSL. Chrono boost again. I know it's called auto repair. I know it's auto repair, but it was really smart. I've never thought it would be so effective against it. Stalker, stalker, stalker. Oh, you don't have gas, so make Zealot.
Oops.
Okay, anyway, you win a game, but
That was stressy. If you had told me, like a little bit earlier, not cheese, but we're gonna build a gateway, I would have hyped down. Too stressy for me, like this. But cool build.
yeah. Anyway, the main thing, normally you won't be able to win the game with this. But what is really good is if you get the zealots out early, you're gonna do a little bit of harass. You're always gonna harass him a little bit. And meanwhile, your multitasking was really slacking, but normally you can get your gas up running, and as soon as he is on marine only, and you can get your first stalker out. Let's say he has 3 marines, you have 1 stalker, then you just dance him apart, and then you kill the marines. Then he's forced to pull SCVs, you win the game straight away. That is like the extended version of this push, which is why it's good. But in general, this is always good. You're always gonna kill 3-4 SCVs, or at least you're gonna delay a lot of mining time. And in general, you're always gonna slow him down. You really fall behind. There's one perfect counter to it with a double barracks opening where they build supply depots straight away and micro everything externally. Then they can make a counter push to your base, which you might not be ready for. But even on the highest level, you will really see Terrans doing everything perfect in the situation. So it's good to cheese a little bit sometimes. So let's go one more. We'll play a normal game again. But that auto repair was freaking genius, because I've never seen someone do that. But this is like actually brilliant, because now the Zealot was attacking 1 SCV, which was getting repaired all the time. So he loses a little bit of money, but meanwhile the Marine has a free go on this Zealot, and the Zealot is not killing anything. So that was a really good move. I was really impressed. Anyway, next game.
Maybe the guy was... Oh, damn it, another random.
Yeah, that's a little annoying.
Alright, let's do this.
As soon as we figure out which race he is, I will tell you what we're gonna do. But I mean, the last game, just once more, this your multitasking of tapping between bases is just not fast enough. We have to work on that somehow, but I don't really know how I can get that into your system.
It's just practice at home.
Yeah,
you can't.
exactly. That is. I really think it is as well.
I mean, trust me, at home, I sound like a broken record, but it is better. At home, it is. Simply because I can focus on exactly that. Especially if I remember it.
I just feel I don't even feel that it's something that I have to focus on or something. It's just something which is basic knowledge. And I think it will be a lot easier for you when it just feels natural instead of that you have to think about every step. Because then you make the game a lot harder for yourself again. Anyway, we'll figure it out. We're working on it. Carmac is in Gold League, by the way, guys, for the people who are wondering right now. I see some people asking about it. He's still in Gold League. He was in Bronze before we started, so there is process, but he's been in Bronze for quite some time. But he is beating Platinum players. So.
From time to time. Yeah. Not recently. Damn it. I should have looked. Okay.
It's fine. Chrono Bushi in Nexus right now. Oh, your probe was doing really well. Try to kill the other way, just a bit to the right, go a bit to the right. Don't just right click on the ground or attack move on the ground. You're attacking the barracks.
I don't know how to attack an SCV which I can't click.
Attack move on the ground.
I did.
No, you right clicked on the barracks.
Trust me, I know which... Like, I did something else, but I do know which buttons I press. I must have messed up in some other way, but definitely not...
You right-clicked on the barracks. I even saw it. And this is why because you tried to hit the SUV, but then you misclicked and you got the barracks by accident. Just make a pylon.
Oh, damn it.
You gonna forget him?
No? Why?
Well, because you're putting down 2 gateways before you even have a second assimilator, which is really weird for a standard gas build order.
Well, you haven't told me what to play yet, so I'm just...
No, well, I don't know. I didn't know what you want to play. I mean, you know that I think in general in these maps like this, just a 2-gate robo into expand is very safe. Nowadays you even see Protoss expanding very fast, but I don't want to make it all too hard for you, so I just kind of wanted you to play a strategy and figure it out. We could have actually void pushed him, but that's too late right now. So just stick to these 3 gates and then just try to expand. It's gonna be pretty tough for you to keep your macro up, but you do know how to spend money. That's not the problem. You could have been a girl. You're good at shopping.
Oh, damn it. Of course.
I would often say just leave your scouting probe and the cell. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a mistake which I need to remove from my game. Because what I normally do...
Stop making stalkers now, because they're not that good if you would somehow infantry push you with Stimpak. You need zealots. We're just gonna make probes right now and we're gonna expand. That's better. Just thinking a little bit about, but yeah, just put down a nexus right now. You have the money for it, so just gonna go make a nexus. It's a very unorthodox build order right now, but it's okay. It's not about how it started, it's about how we finish it. So let's finish it successfully.
Should I put down a robo?
Definitely, because we always want to be safe against cloak banshees.
I can't remember the last time I played against a cloaked banshee actually. Seriously.
Well, it could be. Don't make too many sentries. 1 sentry is always enough early game. You want to be careful with your gas. Just gonna make zealots as soon as you have the money. Zealots and probes. That's what we're thinking about right now. You might want to get like 1 pylon next to your second nexus as well, so it's gonna be easier to wipe in units if he would somehow push you. Yeah, there. That's perfect. He's scanning you.
I know.
Just keep making pylon is good. You're gonna need perhaps 1 more pylon. Chrono boost your observer out straight away is really important. Since he's not showing signs of aggression, we could even make 2 observers, but slide over, send quite some probes. Yeah, that's fine. Put down a robotics bay for Colossus.
Actually, I'll build a pylon here to power up these.
Just make the robotics bay first, please. And send the observer to the other side of the map.
Oh, I didn't rally it, okay. Stop laughing, Rotty!
Just reading a little bit of ISC. Just for power. And someone asked me if there's a builder, if I have a side with my build orders and strategies. Not really, because I actually know that my build orders, the ones that I play, are not always the best. but I feel most safe with them, and I think every player should always execute threats who you feel safe with. But yeah, I did upload. Oh, he's tech lab on his starport. But let's take a look at his army. Wow, that's okay. As long as we have one Colossi, we clear it up, Carmac. It's no problem. But yeah, I did upload a replay pack recently. Facebook.com/Rotti08. You can find me, and I post replays there from time to time. It has actually a couple of really good games. At least I think from the entertainment, yeah, at least high entertainment value, and just from the observer point of view, those games were really good and hella fun to play. So you can find my replay packs on YouTube, on Facebook. Even though I don't really think that I'm all that good, there are so many Protosses out there which you can better watch than me. But if you're interested in my games, then yeah, I do post some games from time to time. So just follow me on Facebook or like me on Facebook. Setting over Viking. But anyway, just keep making pros. He's not showing any signs of aggression. We want to get a Colossi out right now, and then we're going to be in good shape. You're going to need one of pylons. No, my cucumber isn't here today, guys.
So weird.
Take a look at your observer again and make another Colossus. And I would even say put up one more Nexus, because he's not gonna seem like he doesn't like to attack you. Ooh, minimap? No, it was just a Viking. Well, this just keep it over here. Okay, I think actually with the next Colossi we're just gonna research thermal lance and we're just gonna attack. Even though he has a siege tank, which is a bit annoying. I'll put up 2 Stargates just for fun. People want to see some fun, Carmac.
They do?
Yeah, put up 2 Stargates. Stargates are always an excellent way if you have a lot of money to spend your money, because the units are often very expensive. Keep chrono boosting your robotics facility. Like there's always, just keep chrono boosting around on everything. Probes, upgrades, gateways, Colossus. There's really like never a moment where you should have a lot of energy. It's the only thing that TOS gets from its main building. Like we don't have lava injection, we don't have mules, so just keep chrono boosting everything throughout the entire game. Even when you think it's not that important, you want to get it. You can make 1 or 2 immortals as well, because he had a couple of tanks, so having immortals in your army, make void rays. And put down a fleet beacon.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Nah, we're not gonna make motherships. Just gonna make carriers.
Why not? I want a mothership.
Let's just win the game, man. Put up 1 more Nexus. The one close to your base, like on the right side. In the middle of the map, basically. And just keep making pylons, of course. Ooh, move to observer away. It's gonna be Mr. Turret. Nexus, and then pylon, and simulator, like I told you. Ah, bomb! Almost felt like I saw myself play there in slow-mo.
Yeah, I actually had one guy call me Rotti.
Really? Yeah, I read it on Facebook. Hey, do you see what I see? Someone just pointed something really important out to me. It's regarding your group too.
Oops. Oops.
Make a carrier, make 1 carrier as soon as you have money for it. Just for fun, because they're cool. Winning with carriers is cool. Gives you bonus points. Makes a carrier, You have a carrier. And chrono boost. You're gonna need to chrono boost your carrier all the time, by the way, because otherwise we won't be able to make it to the end of the show. Because Blizzard thought it was a good idea to let it take 7 minutes to make a carrier. Thanks for all the queries, guys. It's a hell of a lot of fun. Guys, if someone can link me to just the replay pack in esl-tv at ISC QuakeNet, there's just a link from Rapid Share or Mega Upload, either of the two, I don't know. And because some people don't have Facebook. If you guys can link it there for me, otherwise I can do it later. I don't really have time for it right now. I can do it in the future anyway, so don't worry, guys. I can upload some new games again. It's funny that people are so interested in my games. I'm not that good. Like in situations like this, I always say as well, like put something at the Cell Naga Watchtowers, Carmac. Because there's no reason at all. Your opponent is not attacking you at all to not do it. So always put like a probe at the Cell Naga. Anyway, as soon as the carrier is out, just keep chrono boosting it. Then put the interceptor thing on automatic and let's attack your opponent. Cause
How do you? Ooh.
get the stalkers into position. Group the void race as well. Let's just go attack your opponent. It's gonna be otherwise it's gonna be boring. Put on a Twilight console as well, just in case.
How do I auto?
Yeah, you
auto interceptor. Right click.
Yeah, right click on the icon.
Whoa! What the? Damn it!
You make StarCraft look so hard, Carmac. You make the appreciation for esports grow all around the globe.
Okay, what did you say just now?
Make a Twilight console, because we want to have Blink to deal with those Vikings. It's really nice. And meanwhile, just keep engaged, but let's attack really. Like, don't wait too much time. Right click on that mini icon at the bottom.
Wait.
And research the thing in the fleet beacon as well. The gravitation speed for the interceptors, something like that.
This thing.
Gravitation catapult, it's called.
So
Graviton.
mini what? Sorry. I'm seriously super confused and my brain is off.
Just go. Just attack. I told you already for a long time. Make another Nexus as well.
Whoa. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do that.
Ooh. Go, go, go. Guardian shield, guardian shield, guardian shield. Wow, that you actually win this fight is beyond ridiculous. Oh, that was such a bad engage. But you do win it. Your Colossus are afraid, man. They're supposed to be strong, but yours were running away. Wiping units, like don't only look at your army. Just send those units in and keep macroing. Look at your minerals, look at your gas.
Huh.
Queuing up a couple of carriers. This could happen. Walk up the hill, like walk towards the tanks. You really love warping in zealots, don't you? Always when you're in a fight, you're warping zealots. Carmac is gonna be the TOS version of Goody.
I'm gonna be what?
The TOS version of Goody, because you're queuing up carriers. It's like queuing up tours, basically.
Yeah, let's just say. Let's be done because I'm playing worse and worse every game.
Mm-hmm. What?
Nothing. I'm just gonna go home and kill myself again.
Why? You won the games?
Doesn't really matter. I won the game. I mean, how much money did I have?
Yeah, well, it's not even the money. The fight was a really bad engage. But just in general, I really don't know how can actually teach you to tap faster between units, probes, scouting. It's really not hard. It's like double click at keyboard and you have vision. Double click at keyboard, but it still feels like you use control groupings almost like it's a burden, like someone forces you to use these groupings, but rather you wouldn't use them at all. That's how you're playing in the game, and that's why you're kind of so slow between brackets, because you use them kind of to group a couple of things, but it's like you force yourself to use them instead of making it something that's really comfortable to use, which it is. Like, I would be so bad at RTS if I couldn't use my groups. Like, I'm the worst player ever. Then I can't do anything. I would be slow as hell. Like, I would be really bad in Brute War. I know that because you have to do almost everything with the mouse.
But you know what?
No.
Dennis Galen is going to play like that. So odds are even. He's going to
Yeah,
play one-handed
but-
without groupings, obviously.
But you're really.
Well,
he would beat you
look,
easily, I think, with one hand.
With one hand?
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause it-
you want to bet me now?
no,
Because I'm going to devastate him.
I would beat you too with one hand.
I'd rather face Dennis Galen.
I
Let's not spoil our chemistry, okay?
I know. I'd rather like you to beat him as well, but I really don't understand how I can bring this into your system, guys. If anyone can help me, like I can give you the
okay,
knowledge.
hold on. Just in this case, just focus only on the mechanics with me. Just
Yeah.
look at minimap, tap 2, tap 1, tap 1, tap 1, tap 2, tap 2, and even if I lose, I need to do that stuff.
Yeah, that's really.
Let's do that.
I rather see you lose games in like a higher pace and that
Let's
you actually
do that.
right stuff instead of.
Just tell me what to tap. Tell me what to do mechanically, just mechanically.
But anyway, this is going to be the fun part about next week, because then actually you're going to see me first person play, and it's not so much about whether I'm going to lose or win, which strategies I'm going to play. It's more about my early game. Like, you already screw up your build. You don't screw up your build orders if you're not looking at your probe. The moment you start going around with your probe, so basically when your camera is not in your main base, you kind of forget already what you want to do in your main base, and this is like by far your biggest problem, because I really think like you're quite okay with building units. Okay, you still engage battles pretty bad, but this will come with experience.
Mhm.
It's just you're too slow in tabbing between different functions of the map. Like if you can look at your screen and then defend, wipe in and build, yeah, okay. I mean, not the fastest out there, but you do it. I mean, you do it at a reasonable speed. You do have like an idea as well. I want to get these units out. You don't have like a gazillion amount of money if you don't have a lot of income. So that's all quite okay. But it's just as soon as things are happening on the map.
You'll see me at the weekend, Rotti. Visit me at the weekend. We'll watch
Okay.
a Premier League game. And
Yeah, my parents are coming on Saturday, so. And
Well,
I
what
work
can
on
I do?
and I work on Sunday, but we'll figure it out. Maybe Friday evening or something like that.
Or I'll show you some replays.
Yeah, that's good. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you have any tips for me, how I could improve Carmac's mechanics, let me know as well, because I'm really kind of on a deadline streak. I've really been thinking about it for the entire week, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I was thinking about myself, like, how did I get better at that? Yeah, I just played a lot, and the more you play, the faster you get. But since you don't really have that amount of time to really play this game that much, I really wonder how we.
Well, I'm
Except-
trying. Let's
yeah.
put it this way. I'm trying.
You are trying.
Dennis Galen at the end of the road. I'll either die or I'll beat him.
Apparently,
So one of
there's
the two.
a multitasking train by Team Liquid.
Yeah, exactly. That's the tool I meant.
That's the kind of stuff that we indeed want to hear. We indeed want to hear. And anyway, I'm really going to take a good look at it. I've been thinking about it for a long time. I couldn't really figure it out. I think with a bit of luck, then it's going to be good. Anyway, next week, it's going to be a really good show, guys. Tune in next week. Carmac is going to tell me what to do, but at least I will be able to execute what he actually does. So this fight is probably going to be really bad, because your strategies, your react strategies, they are not the best, but it's going to be fun.
You'll see.
All right.
You'll be surprised how cunning I can be.
All right, and I will play on my main account, by the way, guys. So that means that I am gonna play those Grandmaster League players all the time, and I'm actually gonna play on my main account by playing Carmac. So I'm gonna drop a few ranks, but fortunately, I don't really care all that much about it. It's gonna be fun.
All right. Well, definitely finished in better spirits than previously.
That's true. Now but some guys were actually really worried about it, that we actually starting to hate each other and stuff.
Nah,
Don't worry, guys.
We hated each other before the show started. So actually,
I don't
nothing
hate
got
you.
spoiled. Nothing got spoiled there.
Nah, so nothing to worry about.
Oh, play your stupid disco now.
No, it's not a stupid disco. I always end the show with all my shows with the same song. But yeah, just as I said once more, guys, next week Carmac is going to tell me what to do. So tune in next week, 7 p.m. And the week after that, he's going to have his grudge match with Joe Miller, who's getting trained by the Muslim. To be honest, I'm really a little bit afraid. But yeah, I'm going to visit you at home, and we're going to mechanic our way through StarCraft 2. Somehow, I'm going to make you fast. Next week, when they come in, they will hear the sound of the keyboard and wonder if Nada's in the studio. That's how fast you're going to be coming. So guys, enjoy the final song of today. As always, Sydney Sampson. I hope you enjoyed the show. I did enjoy the show. It was fun as always. Thanks for everyone who queried me and who tuned in. And yeah, find us on facebook.com/Rottiversity, and or just find me personally on facebook.com/Rotti08 if you want my replay packs. And,
RotterdaM 08.
no, that's my nickname, but the
Never mind.
URL
I'm
is
stupid.
Rotti08.
Never mind. Just don't listen
No,
to me.
actually, I'm the one who's stupid, because I took the RotterdaM 08 for my main account, and I was like, I can change this. It's so silly. Anyway, guys, find us there, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the show, and let us know what you think, of course, as always. Cheers. Ooh.
Relax your mind. You know this feeling, it sounds alright. Leave all your stress. Good experience. Try to be at your best. What a difference. I know what you like deep down inside. You wanna break a new day, so hey, yeah, fade away, yeah. Sounds of nice. Tear down the dark, let our spark fill you up, and what you feel, what you need.